Hey there, a lot of people try to make Afro house chords so difficult, but I'm going to show you a simple way to create really good and interesting Afro house chord progressions. So if you're new, hit the subscribe button down below and let's get started. So I'm going to come to my piano roll and I'm going to set my key and scale. Now it doesn't matter what key and scale you use. I'm going to use minor natural, F minor. Okay, that'll be my key and scale. So I'm going to start very simple and create some basic triads, because once you have really good triads, you're going to have a great chord progression. So I'm going to come right here and create the chord. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Afro house chords typically are long. They are not usually short like 1 bar. They can be up to 2 bars most of the time. Then I'm going to move on to the next progression. While your snap to scale is on in FL Studio, you can just hold shift and come down or up. Let's hear I sound when we go up. Nice. So let's duplicate that again. And then let's even go up again and see. I like that. So let's take this and let's come down this time. So now that's sounding pretty good. Now, there are a few more things we can do to spice up our chord progression, okay? So we can come right here. You can introduce some simple breaks. Now, it could be any of the chord, but let's use this part right here. We could bring this right here and then bring this out. And we'll just play different progression here. Nice, that sounds good. So the next thing we can do to make our chord progression sound even more interesting is introducing extensions. So for that, I can simply tap on any of these guys and take it to a higher octave. For example, I could tap on the first note and take it here, and then tap on this. Or you can even make it sound open by just moving it to a higher octave. Okay, so if you want it to sound fuller, you can simply just duplicate it on the higher octave. Either one is fine. And then we can introduce bass notes, okay? So we just simply highlight the lower notes of each chord. Then hold shift and left click to drag it out. Then we'll take it to a lower octave so it sounds heavier and fuller. Now, if you want to make it sound softer, you can play with the velocity by pressing Alternate X on Windows or Option X in Mac. You can play with the velocity of each of the notes by just highlighting, let's say, this guy, and then we can play with this velocity so it sounds more real. It doesn't have to come down. Some can go up, some can come down. Okay, it just needs to look random. Then we highlight this as well. Just simply press Alternate S. There's also a faster way to do it. And then you come to preserve end. And then you can simply adjust the velocity so that, it spreads across. Alternate S. Okay. Now, after having that, another thing we can do to make our chords even more interesting, it's optional, is introducing the root key. So since I'm playing on F minor, I can play it on a higher octave and it just keeps repeating. And I just paste it here again. Another one here, and then after doing that, you can mess with the rhythm. So I can come right here. duplicate it. And I'll simply repeat it all across. Now, one last tip you can do to make your chords even more interesting is over compressing it, especially if you're playing with a piano, because some Afro house songs do have that over compressed style piano chords. So how you do is very simple. Just simply link it to the mixer and then load up Fruity Compressor. And then you simply squash it. We're going to bring down the threshold and take the ratio to like 6:1. It could be higher, but 6:1 is a fair place. And then we adjust the threshold till we hear the compression effect. Then increase the gain. Now turn it up. When it's on. And just like that, we've created Afro House chords. If you find this helpful, subscribe for more tutorials, tips, and tricks. Cheers.